that's the way I teach, and that's the way that I believe. A lot of us will jump into businesses, start organizations, and everything else is crazy. And then we wonder why we can't succeed, right? So you really have to make sure that you know how to talk about yourself in a great way. You have to know how to empower yourself. You have to know how to build yourself back up. Because there are times when we have valley experiences and we're at the mountaintop, or you know what I mean? So you have to know how to pull yourself up, especially as an entrepreneur. The life of an entrepreneur is always up and down, okay? You go through seasons, you go through your highs and your lows. So in order to be able to pick yourself back up, I hear so many people say, well, so-and-so didn't motivate me. Motivate yourself. And I'm serious about that. We wait on so many other people to speak into our life. We know how to speak into our own life, right? I want you to know today that you have everything that you need to succeed. You have everything that you need. Write that down because that's serious. You have everything that you need in order to succeed. And if you're next to somebody that needs some paper, bless them with some paper, okay? But you have everything that you need in order to succeed and to make it. So no matter what your gift is, no matter if you're in the room with 1,000 people and all of y'all do the same thing, you still have enough to succeed. You have to determine what makes you different from everybody else. You have to be able to look inside of yourself, understand your strengths, and figure out what makes you different from everybody else. So if you're in the room and you have 1,000 financial advisors, why would I want to pick you? Why do I want you to service me? It's very, very important. Learn to stand out and learn to stand above, okay? I want to make you feel uncomfortable with, in regards to the place that you've been operating in. We get to a place of being what we call comfortable, especially if you work a 9 to 5, right? I hear so many people say, I want to start a business, but, my security lies inside of my job. How many people do you know that have lost jobs? How many people do you know they said that they're revamping the company, right? And they're doing this initiative where they're creating all these new jobs, but for some reason your job is not the one that they created or they're going to keep. Okay? You have to learn how to have, and I truly believe this, 8 sources of income. So write that down. 8 sources. And I'm going to explain to you how you can do that. I want your transformation to start today. So I'm going to boldly speak that over you. When you leave today, your thought pattern will start to change from inner to outward. You're going to believe bigger and greater for yourself. You're going to want to achieve more. You're going to really try to figure out what your gift is and what your talent is. And if you already know it, you're going to be ready to go to another level, right? Okay? So changing your transformation, changing from the inside to the outer. My goal for you is to no longer be complacent. That's a hard word. Once you get into a place of being complacent, you can't see anything else. Okay? So when you talk about different sources of income, I want you to see yourself as a tree. Okay? So you're a tree. And you have all these limbs, right? And branches, right? That come out of you. So you are the main gift. You got the main skill, the main talent. But you also have all these other things. So for an example, I know my gift is development and empowerment. So how do I use my gift? I have a coaching business where I work with my clients basically on how to grow, empower, whatever they need, okay? Develop. So I have a coaching business. Then I also have a program where I teach webinars. I have a program where I teach one-on-one. I do group coaching. I have another limb, another tree, right? A limb off my tree where I do speaking. So I have all these different areas. And now I have my book and I have my CD. So now I've created these different branches which will bring in different sources of income. Y'all follow me? So people talk about the Kardashians, right? And I'm not a big fan of them, but let me tell you what, they are some branding and marketing people, okay? So think about this, and I'm not here to judge them. I don't have time to do that. What we see is how they brand themselves. We see the marketing, right? So yeah, they may be walking